2K Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup. The third round of the Legends Championship starts right now. Andrew Catalan back with you. Thanks for joining us today. Here's a look at our leaderboard, and our featured player is starting the day in the top 20 as we get things underway. Let's go out to the first hole. This is looking really nice off the tee. Let's see what the featured player can do from about 160 out. This is one you don't practice very often. John, your green side, what do you see in this putt?
Well, it can be firm with this one up the hill, but it's going to move to the right as well.
Well done from back there. All right, here we are with a par opportunity. That one drops.
Steady as she goes. Nice start.
Let's go out to the par 4 second.
Dog leg from right to left. Second shot downhill. Don't be short, or that false front will get you.
That might be the best swing of the day. And Rich, we've seen this before. The player was in a similar area yesterday.
Got some good vibes after yesterday. Trying to keep it up again today.
Pulling hybrid out of the bag. Not super tight, but a makeable putt. A 13-footer here.
This is for birdie.
Okay, moving on to the next hole. Here's a look at the way things stand. He is in a tie for 9th. Teeing off here on the 3rd.
Medium length par 3 down the hill. Green chases from left to right and front to back.
Going for less club here.
That is the way you play it. That's a great approach shot into this 3rd green, and now a birdie putt coming up. Okay, a lot to like there as he moves to 8 under par.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
I think this one will find the fairway quite easily. Here's the 3rd shot. 4 off the pace. This is a 6-footer. As we take a look at the leaderboard, our leader is up by 1.
Let's go to hole number 5. And it's a par 4.
Signature hole here at Lone Grove. Fairway cambers from left to right and chases away from you. Second shot back up the hill over CJ's Creek. Don't come up short with your second or your ball will find that creek.
Another birdie opportunity coming up for this player.
It's a good start to the day. Let's hope they can keep up the good form.
A bit wild on approach there.
Shocking. A missed green in regulation.
Is this one going to go down? And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
CJ's Creek running all the way down the left-hand side. Narrow area to fit your tee shot in. Second shot slightly back uphill without any bunkers to be found in the distance.
Time for the second shot here at the 6th. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
18-footer here is what he's facing.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
Here's a look at the par 3 7th.
Long par 3 down the hill, but plenty of room to land your tee shot out to the left and have it camber onto the green.
That was such a pure swing. This is a 3-wood. Okay, green side, a chance to get up and down. And now a critical putt on the line with a chance to save par. So close. And that putt drops and we move on to the next. Well, let's see what happens here at number 8.
Slight dog leg from right to left. Pretty simple driving area, but that second shot is to a green perched above the player with a large runoff on the right-hand side.
9 under for the tournament. The club choice is a 6-iron. All right, we can work with that. All right, John, which way is this putt going to go?
Looks like it's going left to right on this putt.
That starts off on a good line.
So close to a birdie. A par putt and moving on to the next. Let's take a look at the leaderboard, and he is currently in a tie for 8th. We finish up the opening 9 with a par 5.
Avoid those bunkers down the left-hand side off the tee, and players are faced with a second shot back up the hill to a green that's protected by 3 bunkers. Still a great opportunity to make 4 or better.
This is from about 240 yards.
1 extra club required to this elevated green.
on the green in 2. How about that?
2 big hits there, knocking in on this par 5 and 2.
Here's a putt to move into the top 5. Wow, what a shot for eagle into the top 5 on the leaderboard. Now to the 10th hole, it's a par 4.
Little dog leg from right to left, skirt the trees down the left-hand side. Short second shot to a green that has undulations everywhere.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
Here's a putt to get to 12 under par. Henny, how tricky is this one?
Okay, my money is on a right-to-lefter.
Here comes the putt and starting off good. This one looking good. That close. This putt to move into a share of 4th. And just to tap in as we move on to the next. And the man who sits atop the leaderboard is Victor Hovland.
Pegging it up on the 11th hole here.
Long par 3, back up the hill. Green runs from left to right and away from you. The miss is out to the right, a chip and a putt. Pretty simple.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. 14-footer.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
A big, swinging, sweeping left-to-righter started beautifully.
He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Currently 11 under par for the event. Hole number 12 is a par 5.
Dog leg from right to left. Generous landing area, but from middle of fairway, you must decide, do I take this second shot on, or do I play smart and lay it up?
That's heading for the fairway. There's nothing better than a downhill shot to a green in golf.
Strong play, going for it.
Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
A nice round 40-footer.
Started that way outside the line. Putting for birdie.
It's a short putt, but it does move to the right.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Now on the tee of a long par 4.
The dog leg from right to left. Big hitters are going to try and cut as much off of CJ's Creek as possible, leaving themselves with a very short wedge shot to a pretty inviting green, it must be said.
And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards. Just 3 strokes back. He's standing over his third shot. Just 3 back from the leader. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
This is to save par.
We've got Victor Hovland in the lead as we head on to the next. Welcome to this par 5 hole.
Only the longest in the game are able to get it home in 2. You must find the fairway. Those that go for it, though, must be strategic in where they lay up, as this green has got a lot of movement to it and tough to get a chip shot close.
And he's hit that inside the range. Come on, let's make this putt. It's for a share of 4th on the leaderboard. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round.
Let's check out the 15th. It's a par 4.
Long par 4, back down the hill. Fairway tilts from right to left. Second shot to a green that chases away from you. But be mindful, that water in the back comes into play should any shots chase away from you.
And Rich, this is a similar spot to yesterday.
Had a good result here yesterday. Hopefully conjure up some more of those good thoughts.
That's a misfire there. The mission is simple here. He has to get up and down. Needs this one in order not to drop a shot. Here's a look at the updated leaderboard. Our featured player in a tie for 4th place. Now to 16. It's a par 3.
My favorite par 3 on this course by a long shot. Not long in length, fraught with danger with all the bunkers. However, birdies can be had if you find this tiny target.
This is a 7-iron on the way. A lot of ground to cover with this putt. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
From the get-go, this is a big left-to-right breaker.
Good looking stroke right here. This has got a chance. And it drops. Here's a look at the replay.
What an amazing putt from way out.
As we take a look at the leaderboard, our featured player is in third place.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Time for the tee shot on this par 4 hole.
This brings all the excitement you could ever want in a major championship. A drivable par 4, massive green. You can find the green, but birdie is not guaranteed. Do you lay it up or do you go for it?
And we're looking at the second shot on 17.
All right, he's going with a little extra club. Gone against the caddy here. Let's see if it was the right shout.
And now a putt to get to an amazing 15 under par. Wow. 3 feet remain.
A good look at par here.
Here's a look at how things stand. It's a one-shot lead. We finish on 18 with a par 4.
Massive amounts of room out to the right-hand side. However, hug the trees as best you can to leave a shortish second shot to a green that tilts severely from back to front.
A lot to like about that one. That's a great position to be in after that approach.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
Henny, how tough will this putt be?
This one's going to gently meander from the left. Rolling end to end, it's looking nice.
And a birdie to finish on 18. Heading into Sunday, all you want is a chance, and our featured player has that.
No mistakes required tomorrow. They need to go out there and play well, make birdies early and often, get as close to that lead as early as they can.
Well, that will do it for today. For all of us here at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan. Thanks for watching.
Big hello to you from myself, John McCarthy. Pleased to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25.
Today is the final round of this event, and I am excited.
Ooh, that one had some stank on it. Break a leg out there. Hopefully you have a good round. I approve. We've got about 235 from here. Okay, here's our third shot. And there's a bit of a downslope on this green to be careful of. Well, unfortunate. That's going to get counted as a missed green. And this one for the par. I think it's breaking to the left. Oh, this one's for bogey. All right, now let's set our sights to the next. Got a headwind to deal with on this hole. Come on, ball. Kick right. Let's see what happens here. 32 feet away. And this one's breaking pretty hard to the right. Oh, what do we have here? Still on track. Yes! Drops it on in there. What a putt. Hold up. Let's rewind. Let's watch that one again. See how this went down. You are currently sitting right at even par. Let's see what this third hole has in store for us. Holy spicoli, that was smashed. We've got about 135 yards or so to go from here.
Approach shot worked out just fine. 12 feet to go. Oof. And here we go. This one for par. Okay, time to head over to the next hole. Careful out there. Wind's going left to right on this hole. This tee shot should play. Okay, this one's about 135 yards out. Okay, this one just made it into the first cut of rough. This one to safe par. Okay, even par at the moment. Time for the fifth hole, and we got a par 4 ahead of us. Well, I'm sure that's not what you intended. Okay, on the green safely. Okay, 18 feet to the cup. Yeah, this one's going a bit to the right. Ooh, wish I could have given you that one. Setting up here with a 4-foot putt. And you're at even par currently. Okay, par 3, 6th hole. Let's go. Good job. We're on the green. All right, this one's around 15 feet. Looks like this one's taking a break to the left. Oh, it's getting there. That was amazing. All right, that hole will bring you down to 1 under par. And the 7th hole is upon us. Oh my, absolute power on that drive. Okay, about 230 yards from here. Don't want to go too far on this one. The green slopes away from us around that pin. Well, that's just fine golf playing there. That's on the green in under regulation. Well done. This is your eagle putt. Come on now. Let's get this one to go. And this is an uphill putt, moving right to left. Oh, no. This one for the birdie. All right, you're sitting right at 2 under for the moment. And the 8th hole is a par 4. Looks like this one should be in the fairway. And this is somewhere around 150 yards from the pin. Come on, kick left. Nice approach. This one's from around 21 feet. This one's going up the hill and to the left. So far, so good.
Looking very good. And the putt goes down. Fantastic work.
And the 9th hole, we have a par 3. Nice shot. Another green in regulation. Looks like we could have a birdie on this hole. And as that drops, that marks down your 5th birdie so far today. Wind is blowing right to left on this one. Well done. Here's our second shot on the 10th. I'm okay with that. All right, good luck with this 15-footer. This putt looks like it's going uphill to the right. Looking good. That'll go down for the bird. We've got a long par 4 staring us down on this one. Tee shot's looking fairway bound. Okay, about 175 yards to go here. Well, you're not going to hit every green today. That's all right. This is what our third shot's looking like.
Ooh, it almost went down.
This one's a 10-footer. This one looks like it's breaking to the left. This one's on a good line. And that one drops. There's your par. Okay, tailwind blowing with us on this one. Heading a little bit to the left on the approach. Okay, from the green side sand. Hopefully we get up and down from here. All right, forget about that bunker. Leave it in the pass. We're on the green. And for the par. Nothing too crazy in this one, I don't think. Just a little bit to the left. Nicely played. All right, 13th hole is coming up. We got a par 5 ahead. That'll do nicely. Okay, we're around the 230-yard area from here. Coming into a bunker near you. And let's get into something a little more comfortable. Get out of this sand. Okay, as long as we're out of that bunker, that's all I care about. Good stuff. And here we have a very long putt to contend with. We got an uphill putt here, moving to the right. Oh, that was almost in. Okay, this one for par. 5 under for the moment. All right, 14th hole. This one's a par 3. Really nice swing. Okay, 26-footer from here. Looks like this one starts straight and then goes a bit to the right. Oh, this one's starting out okay. Continuing. And it drops. Well done. Fantastic putt. sitting at 6 under par after that one. Got a right to left breeze on this hole. Oh, that's too bad. And good luck with your second here on the 15th. Okay, I'd classify this under the safe shot category. Way to get out of that bunker. And if you can sink this, it's a birdie for you. Well, this one's looking good so far. Oh, oh man. Okay, let's see what the scorecard looks like. And you are looking at a 6 under at the moment. Okay, I have a good tee shot here now on the 16th. Oh, this one's dropping fairway for sure. About 195 yards to that pin from here. Hopefully we get a bounce to the left. I think I'll let your putting do the talking here from way out. This one's going left to right. Pretty hard too. Well done from there. Maybe next one will drop. This one's just a 3-foot putt. What a display. 8th birdie of the day in there. Okay, now on to the par 4 17th. Yeah, it looks like this one will play. Ooh, off the downslope. Watch this one run. Okay, this is about 105 yards-ish to the pin. Here we go, birdie putt coming up. This one looks like it's going to the right and downhill a bit. Looks like you got a line on this. All right, got most of the way there. Oh, just a tap in here. Okay, now let's take a look at the leaderboard after that one. Wind blowing left to right on this one. That was powerful. Time for our second shot here on number 18. And if you sink this, you could put a 64 on the scorecard. Well, that is all she wrote for me. I had an enjoyable time ripping around the links with you today. See you next time.
It's time to prepare for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Time now for the final round of the Legends Championship. Welcome back, Andrew Catalan here. Pleased to have you back with us. As our coverage begins, you can see our featured player is in third place. Let's see if he can get to the top by the end of today's round. That's a disappointing shot. Second shot here at 1. This shot out of the pine straw.
Not as easy and straightforward as yesterday's par, so work to be done.
Needs this putt to save par. All right, that one is behind us.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
This hole is a par 4.
Sweeping dog leg from right to left. Downhill with your second shot to a green that has a massive false front on the right-hand side. Do not come up short. Long and left is the best bailout area.
About 200 yards left to the hole.
One less club required for this shot as the green sits well below him.
Even 2 putts would be good from here. Henny, what do you see in this putt?
This has got loads of movement right to left, this one.
Tremendous lag putt.
It most certainly was. Just didn't quite read enough break into that one, but he doesn't have much left for the birdie.
As we move on to the next hole, we take a quick peek at the leaderboard, and he is in a tie for 4th. Stepping on to the par 3 third.
Downhill par 3 with water front and left. Do not be shy.
What an aggressive play. This has a chance. Yeah, nothing wrong with that shot right there. Henny is right there.
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say.
Oh. This putt from 5 feet away.
This for par.
As we look at the leaderboard, first place belongs to Lydia Ko. Teeing off now on this par 5.
Tee shot up the hill, dog leg slightly from right to left. Second shot down the hill to a green that's wide open, but your short game is going to be tested should you miss this green.
Rich, you look at Lydia Ko. If she's not a star already, she will be one day.
Well, she came on to the scene just in such a massive, dynamic way. Had a little low time in her career, but right now, back in the swing of things and looking sharp as ever.
This is a bold choice. Driver off the deck. This is his third. 5 shots off the lead. Looking to get up and down from here. This is a big one coming up. to save par. Let's get a quick glance of the leaderboard. And yes, Lydia Ko is at the top.
Now on the tee of the 5th hole, the par 4.
Not a long par 4 here. The fairway cambers from left to right pretty steeply. Also chases away from you. Second shot slightly back up the hill. 3 bunkers behind it. Do not come up short of it, or CJ's Creek will be found.
Well, Rich, when she exploded onto the scene as a precocious young teenager, winning early, dominating the women's game, New Zealand had a bright young star in Lydia Ko, and it's only continued to shine right throughout her career. She's a lot to marvel at, isn't she?
She is, and it never ceases to amaze me, Luke, how players at such a young age have so much success, and then they taper off a little bit. Not fall away, but they taper off, and the game doesn't quite go the way it's always gone their entire life. They struggle. But then when they do come back, it's like they're even better than what they were before. And I think that's what you see in Lydia. You know, she came out and a wunderkind, was winning everything at a young age, amateur, then professional. And
yeah, she exploded onto the scene.
She exploded, and then there was just a little bit of a drop-off, you know, and a little bit of confidence got shaken, which, like, how did that happen? She's the most confident person out there. She's beating everybody. And then all of a sudden she fails, and, you know, kind of changes things up a little bit, you know, knocks the dirt off and gets right back on that horse and starts winning again. I'm always fascinated by that, because when you lose your confidence as a golfer, it's so hard to get it back, because sometimes what happened to you is the death of you. You're just like, I can't shake, you know, whatever got into my brain or into my swing. I can't quite shake that, and I can't forget about it. And she's done so seamlessly. Hats off to her. I love watching her game. I love watching her play. But I'm more fascinated by the fact that she's come back stronger, I believe, than she was when she first came out.
Overcooked that one. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
As we take a look at the leaderboard, our leader is up by 1. Teeing off here on the 7th.
Long par 3 down the hill, bunkers back and front, but leave your tee shot just out to the left, as your ball will filter in to the center of the green.
5 wood is the choice. He's got this left for birdie. Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
A tricky little slider here, downhill, moving to the left.
Too much power on that putt. 13 feet to the cup.
Who doesn't love a par putt?
And he nails the putt. While we have a moment, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Lydia Ko is in first place. He really got behind that one. Looks like a similar approach to yesterday, Rich.
Same spot as yesterday, looking for the same result today.
Not a bad shot right there. This putt is from 16 feet away.
So far, so good.
And the birdie putt goes in. Now to 9, the closing hole of the opening 9. It's a par 5.
dog legs from left to right. Just avoid those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side. Second shot straight back up the hill. Dotted with 3 bunkers, but what a great opportunity to make a birdie on this closing hole in the front 9.
Okay, we've got about a 240-yard shot here.
1 extra club required to this elevated green.
That's going to work nicely for him. And this putt to move into 3rd place. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
This is such a tough read. It looks straight all the way, and then it will right.
Here's a look at how things stand. It's a 1-shot lead. And now teeing off on a par 4.
A shortish par 4 in length, dogleg from right to left. No bunkers anywhere to be found on this green. However, the one big hazard is the green itself, undulating on every square inch of it.
Those shots all day have been working. Another one hits the green.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
As we take a look at the leaderboard, our leader is up by 1.
Hole number 11 is a par 3.
Long par 3 back up the hill. It's got bunkers front and to the left. This green runs diagonally from left to right. Really difficult to get your tee shot close with the pins on the left-hand side.
Going with the hybrid. That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Bit too much club there, wasn't it? This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Putting for a par here. Now 4 back after that hole. The 12th, a par 5.
Dogleg from right to left. Generous landing area, but that's when the big decision comes into play. Go for it or lay it up.
Lovely effort that. He's setting up for his 2nd shot. 4 shots behind our leader. Just didn't drop. And this putt to move into 2nd spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it. Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
I've got it going right to left here.
So close. An opportunity for a birdie here. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. Trailing by a few shots after that hole.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
Lovely rhythm there, Rich. That's going to work every time.
That is absolutely spot on.
Setting up this approach now from a similar spot to yesterday.
Yes, and let's hope it's not as similar results as yesterday.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Oh, this one's right down the pipe. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Don't mind the look of this. Oh, wow, that's back-to-back birdies. Back-to-back birdies never hurt Rich.
Kind of like it. He's feeling it.
And now this player sits in second behind the leader, Lydia Ko.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
Come on, that finish line's in sight. Let's power towards it. And this is a mighty performance. Look at the player creeping up the leaderboard at just the right time.
Yeah, looking good right now, making some significant moves out there at the moment.
Yeah, that one will play. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Well, if he holds this, it'll be a solid 19-footer.
That's a lovely looking stroke. Good speed too. Yes, sir. Trailing by a couple of strokes now.
Time for the tee shot at 15.
Long downhill par 4, fairway cameras from right to left. Green chases away from you towards that water. Be mindful of your second shot and not go long.
Not a bad result right there. Okay, this from 210. Currently trailing by 2 shots. Just a little bit off on that shot. Chasing the leader and cannot afford to drop a shot here. This is a big moment coming up. Wow, I thought that was going in. Let's see if he can save par. Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
Just a slight break to the right in this one.
Ooh, that was close. Our leader has a 2-shot advantage on the field. Here's the par 3 16th hole.
I love this hole. Short par 3 with lots of movement, lots of danger, though, should you miss this green. Beautiful par 3.
That was right on target. Going with pitching wedge here. Target practice with these approach shots, just like that. 6 feet to the hole.
I really hope this one drops for him.
Bogey birdie. That's the way you turn things around. As we look at the leaderboard, first place belongs to Lydia Ko. This will play nicely. Here's the second on 17. on the green. That's always mission number one. When you're playing from behind, you need to make putts like this.
Looking for another birdie here.
Henny, how tricky is this one?
I've given it a good look. I see this one going left at the hole.
The birdie putt goes in.
Kinda like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Looking at the leaderboard, Lydia Ko is out in front. Our featured player is in second place. Teeing off on the final hole, and he's just one shot back. And Rich, we've seen this before. The player was in a similar area yesterday.
Got some good vibes after yesterday. Trying to keep it up again today. This one headed in the wrong direction, out to the right.
Yeah, I like that. That's okay there. That's a safe shot. Okay, some distance here. That looked good all the way. This putt for a 63. He's done all he can do out there today and ends his round in second place, one stroke off the lead. Now he needs the leader to slip up to still have a chance. And now teeing off on this par 4.
This player has got a bit of an advantage here. They've played this hole better than their opponent this week.
This is a bomb. Wow, what a swing. Really no other option here but to put it close.
No backing down. They've pretty much given their opponent their putt.
If this goes in, we'd call it a bomb. Henny, what do you see in this putt?
You know, I've been prowling around. It's definitely uphill and moving to the right-hand side.
Well, this one starts off looking good. Oh, that birdie would have been a big boost to the car. And that will push this playoff to another hole. On to another hole of sudden death. Wow, cannot hit it much farther than that. He knows what he has to do here with his opponent so close.
They have to assume their opponent is going to make the putt.
Okay, that's going to play. A putt to win the playoff. Let's check in with Henny.
Setting up this putt 24 feet from the cup.
This one should swing back to the left. Comes down to this. Have to have it in order to continue. Got it! And we are going to another playoff hole. Ooh, absolutely unleashed it. And Rich, this is a similar spot to yesterday.
Had a good result here yesterday. Hopefully conjure up some more of those good thoughts.
The club choice is a 6-iron. Really like that play. Now a good look at the hole. John, your green side, what do you see in this putt?
This putt will be breaking hard to the right.
And it's in. The featured player wins in a playoff.
And that's all she wrote, folks. The game is over. We have a winner.
Just an epic tournament, and our featured player, the winner in sudden death.
It took him 3 holes to get the job done, but what a win.
Thank you for joining us throughout the week, including for today's playoff. For all of us at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you next time.